Hey everyone, this is Charlie the Plug, your host of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, powered by Empower You Ventures. Don't forget to subscribe so you too can be a part of the biggest empowerment network on YouTube and Facebook. We bring you weekly interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship, community involvement, also reaction to business news and community news. This does not happen without your support. Thank you. All right, welcome to the Detroit Metro Plug podcast. This is Charles McKaye, aka Charlie the Plug, your host of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast. Each week, bringing you interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship and community involvement. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Episode number 130. 130, believe it or not, 130 episodes of interviews of people from Detroit who are making positive contributions in our community. Various authors, movie producers, entrepreneurs, community leaders, nonprofits. And today we have a very special guest. A unique business is doing some great work here in the city of Detroit. So you're going to hear directly from her. So I'm excited about that. So just want to welcome everybody. Happy Monday. Go Lions. We're a Lions fan. We're celebrating our team here in Detroit. We are approaching Thanksgiving. Now, I grew up in Michigan all my life. I really enjoy the changing of the seasons. Some people don't like want to move to Florida, or Atlanta, or Texas, and those are fine places. But I like the little bit of fall weather, snow. We're leading up to Thanksgiving and Christmas. So hopefully everybody's doing well. I know this is a challenging time for some people. If you have lost loved ones and you're approaching the holidays, so make sure you check in with your family and friends, doing some self-care. It's okay to reach out to someone if you're struggling. I know some people have lost loved ones, particularly, I've experienced loss during COVID. So some of my friends I check in on, make sure they're doing good as we approach the holidays. So again, thank you for those who are joining us live. If you have a question or comment on our topic and for our guest today, please put it in the chat, comment, or question, and I'll try to get to it. All right, so let's go into our topic. I see we got some people live watching us now. So again, if you have a comment or question, please put that in the chat. Okay, let me add this banner here. 1 second. And here we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so let me introduce our guest. And let's see. All right, so our topic, unlock the secret of healing. Unlock the secret of healing. We're going to talk about a particular business owner who uses therapeutic massage to help people regain their functioning and has a specific thing that she does in her business. She's going to talk about that. And I'm going to do a formal introduction. So let me, I'm going to read this, make sure I give her a proper intro. So our next guest, let me put my glasses on too. Our next guest is driven by her passion for helping people, sharing the many benefits of massage and body work. Genesis was born in 2002. At Genesis, our next guest creates a clean, safe, and healthy environment for each client to experience as partnership develops and brings changes to both of our lives. Let me show, okay. One of the favorite quotes from the late Miles Monroe, where purpose is unknown, abuse inevitable. Understanding the design helps me to develop the best restoration plan for each client. Because of my analytical and solution planning background, I have a unique approach to revealing, releasing dysfunction, restoring more proper functionality, and then re-educating my partners with correct tools to maintain a healthy body. Our next personal mission is to help people as she can make the most of their new day. That includes all levels of athletes who want to enhance their performance, as well as individuals who want to maintain their ability to engage in daily activities with minimal discomfort. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 130. None other than THERESA O'Brien. So I gave you a formal introduction. So for our guests who may not know you, I know we've had a few conversations, and comes to find out that we connected, maybe, I don't know, through networking years before. In my previous life, when I was assisting my ex-wife with her catering business. But if someone was to ask you, who is THERESA? What would you tell them?
Wow. Thank you, Charles, for inviting me, and I appreciate this opportunity. How would I tell you who I am? Still on the road of discovering who I am, but I have found that my passion is really wrapped around the body and helping people to get the most out of their body. Knowledge is key, and I find that sometimes we can get rid of dis-ease in the body without taking pharmaceutical drugs, over-the-counter things, by doing some somewhat simple things. So I like to think that I help people live a better life every day. And that's what Genesis is. It's a new beginning. Every day is a new beginning.
Okay. All right. So give us the backstory. How did this all come about for you? How did you know that you wanted to go in some type of medical field or therapy as a child, or you saw something that sparked your interest?
No, I didn't know as a child. Actually, it was born out of an injury that I sustained.
Okay.
Yeah, when I used to play softball back in the day.
Okay.
And I sustained an injury that took me to a chiropractor.
Okay.
And I had been going to her for other body discomforts, but I had this injury, and she also connected me with the massage therapy as part of my healing process.
Okay.
And that is what piqued my interest, along with her recommendation of me changing professions because it was the stress was destroying my body.
Okay.
I literally had irritated my stomach lining to the point where I had no lining from stress.
What kind of injury was this?
Actually, I was playing softball and I was trying to tag first base, and the base player, she shifted her hip and I rolled all the way outfield like a tumbleweed. Wow. So it totally reversed the cervical curve of my neck, which then led to tense sinus problems.
Wow.
And so I had to go to the chiropractor.
Was this in high school, college, or something?
I was, you're testing my...
Oh, okay. I don't know if you played sports in high school or...
Yes, I played in high school.
I
think this was actually after high school.
Okay.
One of those corporate teams.
Oh, corporate team. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So that's how that injury changed my life.
So it sounds like that was kind of a major injury that had impact on your physical functioning.
It was more major than I realized. I wasn't paralyzed or anything, but because it moved bone and made it compress nerve, things stopped functioning. Wow. And once I got that understanding, a coworker recommended a chiropractor because I was having continuous headaches.
Wow.
And she said, you need to go to this chiropractor. And I did, and that's when I got the understanding of how my cervical curve was totally reversed and therefore pressing on nerves. And when you interrupt nerve flow, you interrupt pathways to the body, basically. And so I had to get that done, going to see her 2 or 3 times a week. And then she introduced me to massage with one of her colleagues to help the tissue to heal and stay relaxed. And that was just it for me. I fell in love.
Now, because some people may hear a massage therapist, some people may hear about chiropractor.
Mhm.
Are they the same or they're different? Or how would you explain that?
They are very different.
Okay.
Chiropractor moves the bone.
Okay.
Just make it simple. Chiropractors move the bone. Massage therapists assist by getting the muscles to relax that attach to the bone.
Okay.
So the two work very well together.
Okay.
And you'll find a lot of chiropractors have massage therapists in their office.
Okay. Okay. So they work. One works. Chiropractor works the bones. The massage therapist works the muscles.
Correct.
That's okay.
Yep.
And when you had your injury, you had to go to both, or
I had to go to both because when you have an injury, you get spasms, right? Your muscles lock up, and that can make it very difficult for the chiropractor to do their work because literally you're tight, you're locked up. And so she recommended I do both to help to relax the muscles, lengthen them back out, and then she was able to do her work easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. And so you have this injury, you go through this journey just for discovering your own self-healing, recovery. What sparked your interest to actually get curious about the whole field?
Well, when I saw and felt the effects of massage on my body and how I got rid of the headaches, or they got rid of the headaches, no drugs, no Tylenol, nothing. Just getting the pressure off that nerve.
Wow.
And allowing the body to heal after the injury. I've always been a person that asks why and how does this work?
Right.
And so that just fueled it. And my chiropractor, I should say, found a massage school for me. I went at night while I still did my day job. And then he found me my first job and set up the interview because she was so committed to me changing my life and healing my body. So, a lot to it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So, so you had the curiosity, you saw how it affected you, how you healed, and you began this journey. Now, what is I know I've had someone who had a spa that was on my podcast. So what's the journey of going to becoming educated and learning the skill?
Okay.
What do you have to do? You
have to go to school. And then you're continuously in school because you always find out that there are better ways to do something. Tools are being introduced to the industry that makes it easier on our body. So it's a continuous process. And now that Michigan is a licensing state, we have continuing education units that we have to maintain. And so it's a continuous, you're forever learning. To me, that's what is exciting because everybody's body is different. Right. So I used to be an instructor at a massage school, and I would always tell my students that you had to know two ways to get that. Right. If one way doesn't work, go to your toolbox and get another method. So I love learning to do things and better ways to do things. And 24 years now. 24 years you've been doing this? Yes. Wow. Now, in your bio that you sent me, and also when I was looking up the information on LinkedIn, I noticed it says board certified. Yes. Is that a unique distinction, or can someone be a massage therapist, not be board certified? What's the difference? Yes, you can be. The only thing required in Michigan to work is that you are an LMT, a licensed massage therapist in the state. Okay. We also have other credentials, which what I have is the board certification, which right now is the highest certification in the profession. More exams and experiences that you have to take. And you join we have a national organization. The National Board for Certified Massage Therapists and Body Workers. And there's an exam that we take, and we have to renew every 3 years. To retain those credentials. So I've always to get everything that I can, and it helps when you go to another state. When you have the board certification, it shows a level of commitment and credentials. So it sounds like your professional development
it gives you an opportunity to serve as an instructor, teach others, shows your level of expertise. Now, some people may see this, and and I'm just, I'm trying to learn about the industry. When I think of massage, you have these franchises where you just go and get a back massage, whether it's Massage Green or your mom and pop. What is different from what you do with your company as opposed to these other massage places?
Well, the basic fundamental service of massage is the same. How it is offered is where I think I'm different. My approach, because I'm very analytical, my approach is very different. The philosophy of Genesis is that wellness is an inside job, right? So, what's the inside? It's your skeletal and all of the 8 systems of the body. So I try to start my clients with an initial consultation to find out what their goals are, what their challenges are that they're having on a day-to-day basis, and then what injuries they may have sustained, accidents, falls, how you sleep, how you walk. All of that is wonderful information to me.
Right.
And then we go into a posture assessment. And that posture assessment shows me what muscles are weak, what muscles are strong. Your posture is how you hold your head, how you sit, how you stand. All of that tells the story of your life.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that approach is more clinical. The other places that you mentioned tend to be closer to the spa type of environment.
Okay.
Yeah. Although they do offer body work, they're more spas. You're going to go there to some of them get robes and slippers.
Right.
You don't get that necessarily.
So you're more clinical. Now you say body work.
Yes.
And versus, I've only made I've been to the spa where they play the music and they have the aromatherapy and you have the slippers and everything.
Yes.
But it was more so for relaxation.
Correct.
What you're doing is something more so people who have chronic pain or injuries or something.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
We do offer massage for relaxation.
So you do offer that.
We do offer.
Okay.
That's why I changed my name to Massage and Body Work.
Right.
So that we can service both markets, basically. So the body work is really what I say when you have issues in your tissues, when you have chronic backache, when post-surgical work, scar management.
Right.
Because the body, how it heals, can help you to heal, to keep your flexibility and things like that. So a little bit different, or more technical in some areas. So that's why we're a little different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to recognize your Felicia Phillips. Thanks for sharing about what our topic today. So thank you for viewing, and I want to acknowledge Felicia Phillips for watching us tonight. So this is very interesting because it sounds like your clients are not just someone who's just looking for just relaxation. Do you mainly work with clients who have some serious body issues, muscle pain, and do you get referred to by doctors or physical therapists?
I do. My clients ranges. I have people that from every walk of life that are still employed. I have a lot of retirees.
Okay.
Age brackets range from 9 years old, and my most senior client was 94.
Oh wow. Okay.
So when we do things a lot over time, right? Usually as we age, we start to feel like we're getting older because we slow down. We can't do this. We can't do that. We can't bend over. That doesn't have to be that way, unless it is something structurally that has changed. But usually it's because we stopped doing it.
Right.
And the muscle said, okay, I don't need to do that anymore.
Wow.
Okay.
So now, kind of like if you don't use it, you lose it.
You're going to lose it. Exactly.
Wow.
That is it exactly.
Yeah.
So we try and rejuvenate that. We try and keep the proper muscle firing patterns for movement going and circulation and things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I love it.
Wow. So we have people who are challenged with like chronic pain. In most cases, a doctor may prescribe some type of medicine or maybe even in some cases opioid. Would you provide? Is that an alternative to the meds, or can that topic is the power of touch? Can the service you provide help people with challenges like you experienced when you were injured while playing softball? Is this a better route than sometimes the pain medication?
Well, I can't say better.
Okay.
Because it's different for each person, right?
Right.
And it depends, of course, on the level or the intensity of the pain.
Right.
I can say that the medical profession now is beginning to, well, for a while, I shouldn't say it's just beginning, but they recognize the benefits of massage, how it can help them to have the body be more relaxed, take away some of that pain, reduce it, I should say. So it is an option for most people. We have to know what medications you're on, because we can blend oils and things and put it on the skin, which is the largest system of the body, right? Yeah. So whatever you put on your skin gets absorbed in the body. And we need to make sure that we don't have negative interactions with your medications. So that's why we ask all those detailed questions. What are you on? What are you in radiation for cancer treatment? There's timing and things like that that we have to interact with. So
yes, awesome.
Yeah.
We want to recognize another viewer. I don't know. This is LaShonda Solomon.
Yes.
Okay, this is a friend of yours.
It
is. So they're watching us live. Thank you, LaShonda, for watching. Please like and share and great information. So let's talk about the journey there for your current place. Genesis.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about how that came about.
I started Genesis. I was working in my home, outgrew that space, and then I was employed by Fitness Works right down the street here.
In the new
center area.
Yeah.
And then I left prior to closing. That was a hit for facility. And they closed that facility, I think, right after COVID, because it was a time when they were going to reopen and they decided not to reopen.
When you say you were working at your home, were you kind of doing it mobile? Or you just had a home office?
Almost every massage therapist starts mobile. So I did start mobile. And then I created a space in the basement of my home.
All right.
And come in the side door and go straight downstairs, right? And then that kept me small because you don't want everybody. I didn't want everybody coming home, right? So I ventured out and was hired in at the Henry Ford facility. I was there 17 years.
Wow.
And I was there. While I was there, I was also teaching. So, and then I left there and went to a small space and just, thank God, just grew. So now I am on Illinois and Seven Mile.
Now, did that start? When did you actually open your door in Illinois?
July 1 of 2024.
2024. Oh, okay. This year. Oh, okay. I didn't know. For some reason, I thought it was longer.
Yeah. We opened it in the facility. So, yay.
All right. July this summer. Okay.
Yeah, we expanded incredibly, so exponentially. It was great. So.
Let's show. I think I have a little picture here. So this is where you're at now. Explain to the audience. I think that's what it was before. Correct?
Right. It was a chiropractic office before. He moved to Southfield. And then I was introduced by the doctor from that office to the landlord that owned that property.
And what's the address? I want the audience to know. So I know it's Avenue of Fashion, but Where is it?
18984 Illinois.
Okay.
I am literally 2 driveways south of West 7 Mile.
What's up? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we've got parking.
Mhm.
And now I have 2 additional therapists.
Okay.
I
You
work
have a
with
team.
a team now,
Mhm.
and we have set up 3 treatment rooms and stretch studio. We have
Right.
conference room.
Right.
I'm working on getting my credentials to teach
Right.
massage therapy, continuing education
At that location.
at that
Okay.
location.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the footage? So
You know, I think it's close to somewhere between 28 and 3,000.
okay. And let's share a little video. You kind of gave us a little guided tour.
Okay.
So for our audience, I'm going to share this video so you can kind of see what the space looks like. And then we'll talk more about your hours of operations,
Okay.
how people can get in contact with you, and who's your ideal customer. So let's show the video real quick.
Okay.
And let's see. We have it right here.
Here we are, Genesis Therapeutic Massage and Bodywork. 18984 Livernois, Suite 2. Come on in. This is for you to come and relax, pre or post your service. Our welcoming lobby. Here we believe wellness is an inside job. Would you like to be stretched? We're here for you, because movement is the key to a long and healthy life. I'm going to show you a couple of the treatment rooms. Beautiful, clean, and relaxing. Number 2, if you want to see more, come on in. We're here for you.
All right, so that was the self-guided tour. Nice facility.
Thank you.
And you have looks like you have 2 spaces where you do the actual massage therapy there. Or?
Yeah, we actually have 3 set
Oh,
up.
3 set
I
up.
have.
Okay.
That was just a little tease.
Okay.
You know, come in and see more. But we do have the capacity to do couples massage.
Couple massage.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have another room that was not shown there
Okay.
with 2 tables in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So right there on Livernois, just a half a block from west of 7 Mile, or no?
2 driveways.
2 driveways
Yep.
from 7 Mile. Okay.
Heritage Plaza.
Heritage Plaza.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
usually a good landmark because Heritage Optical has been there a very long time.
Right. Heritage.
Yeah,
Right.
still in that same.
What's your hours of operation?
We are open 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on Saturdays from 10 to 5. Closed Sunday, of course.
All right. I just pulled up your website so our audience can see that. So they can, I noticed there, I got the website, they can go and book an appointment, or how does that work?
Absolutely. They can go to the website, read about us. It's being updated, so please be patient. You can book your massages there, book your stretch sessions there, you can book body work. All of our services can be booked on our website. You can book your initial consultation as well as your posture gait assessment. Everything can be done right there on the website, and gift certificates, which
Okay.
are great for the holidays.
Okay. What's a typical amount of gift certificate?
The typical for just reflexology, that's our least expensive service, which is $50.
Okay.
And our massages range from 60 minutes to 2 hours. So it goes from $100 to
So what do you get for the $50?
that's
30?
the reflexology, 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay. And what about the full massage?
For a full body, just a massage is $100 for
Okay.
60 minutes.
60 minutes.
Body work is $120 for an hour.
Okay. And what do you get off for the body work?
Oh, body work is a lot more intense than massage. You may not necessarily lie there and go to sleep. You may have to be involved in that with some stretching, some other techniques that we do to get your muscles to relax or to realign your hips. They may be out.
Right.
Your shoulders elevated, your head forward.
Yeah.
So the body work is a little more detailed.
And I saw on your website people can subscribe to get updates.
Please do. Yes.
So they can subscribe, they can book their appointment. And it looks like your hours are 10 to 7. Closed on Sunday.
Closed on Sunday. That is the Lord's day.
Okay, that's
Absolutely.
good. Owners got to take a break, do some self-care.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
So you have, and then Saturday at 5. And then you said you have a team of other.
Yes, right now, we have 2 other young ladies, phenomenal therapists that work with me. And actually, hopefully we'll be bringing another on board.
Okay.
And another stretch consultant as we expand and grow.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, we mentioned the holiday.
Yes.
Is there any specials, or is that what you kind of went over with the prices?
Kind of went over with the prices. We've got a lot of things planned for 2025. Like this past weekend, we had a couple of workshops.
Okay.
One was we did a stretch demo so people could see what stretching is all about.
Right.
And then the other was a colleague who juices.
Okay.
And we brought her in,
Okay.
Bonatonics.
Right.
We brought her in to talk about the benefits of juicing, the benefits, and she actually went into detail about the ingredients.
Right.
And it was so educational.
Right. So you do workshops too?
We do workshops, absolutely, because we believe everything affects our body, right? When we're stressed out about our finances, which is what we're going to talk about in December, that causes stress.
Okay.
And that shows up in the body.
Yes.
So we've got some money management classes, workshops, as well as a client that is going to help us with estate planning and talk about that. I want to inform the entire person.
The entire person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to get into who's your ideal client, how people can work directly with you, your contact information.
Okay.
We're going to do a quick commercial break. Come back to get more specific in who's your ideal customer, other services that we haven't discussed, and how they can get in contact with you.
Okay.
So we'll be right back.
Hey, Detroit. Are you a Detroit area small business owner, entrepreneur, leader of a nonprofit organization, or a business service provider? And are you looking for ways to share your product, service, or your programs with a local Detroit audience? Let us help you increase your reach by becoming an ad sponsor with the Detroit Metro Plug podcast powered by Empower You Ventures. Our weekly video podcast is a growing local feature on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn that focuses on local business and community news. This gives you a chance to connect with local Detroit customers or clients. We offer cost-effective ads to fit your needs. Click the link to learn more about our current ad specials. And remember, connections matter. This is Charlie the Plug with the Detroit Metro Plug podcast.
Black Youth of Detroit, they knew that during the pandemic, that Black businesses were going to be left out of any type of funding that the government gave, and they wanted to make sure that they were able to figure out how they could step up and help, because again, this is their community, and they want to make sure that their community is still here when this pandemic is over with, and the only way you can do that is by offering support to your community, and so they stepped up and they did that.
I've been telling everyone I know about Black Leaders Detroit. The things that they're doing is simply amazing. And they're taking care of business for the Black business owners.
It's $1 a week donation to keep this great thing moving. $1 a week keeps it popping. Black Leaders Detroit.
All right, we're back. Thank you for those who are joining us. And if you just joined us, we're here with our special guest, THERESA O'Brien. Our topic is the power of touch, the power of healing with touch, and just the benefits of therapeutic massage therapy. And she talked about just her backstory, how she got into this field, playing softball, got a serious injury, and how it affected her having migraines, headaches, affected her breathing, some other issues, and how massage therapy and chiropractor, going to a chiropractor and massage therapist, helped her, had launched her into her field for, what was that, how many years you said? 24 years. And this year has Genesis, which we were kind of talking about. We saw a video of the other place right there on the Avenue of Fashion, a few driveway, 7 Mile on the Avenue of Fashion. So I wanted to kind of, as we wrap things up, who would you say is your ideal customer or client?
My ideal client would be someone who wants to change how they function as they do their activities of daily living. If you're living with chronic pain, muscle length deficiencies, also love to work with those that have post-surgical needs, hip replacement, knee replacements, shoulder replacements. We do lymphatic work as well. Basically, anyone that wants to have a new beginning every day.
Okay. Anyone who wants to have a new beginning. Yeah.
Yes.
So we show the website. We show where people can best reach you. You are on
all the social media.
Yeah. All social media.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not all. Facebook and Instagram primarily.
Okay.
I'm also on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And you can communicate with me through email, Detroit Genesis TMS at gmail.com. The phone number is 313-502-5445 at the clinic. And so you can reach my phone or email.
Okay. And I have the slide here so that you can reach out to her or follow her on LinkedIn. We have Instagram at Detroit Genesis TMS. Follow her on social media. And Facebook, Detroit Genesis Therapeutic Massage Services on Facebook.
Yes.
There's a website, book your appointment. So folks, you're there. Holidays coming up, so you can buy gift certificates.
Yes.
Or you just need your own R&R, self-care. You just want to have a spa day, or have you and your significant other, or a friend, or a couple. So,
exactly.
So all those are there.
Yes.
So, and this will be also in the replay. This information will be in the show notes, so you can follow up. So I want to encourage local business here in Detroit. Great work they're doing, and check her out, Avenue of Fashion.
Yes.
So we have, I think, another comment.
Okay.
Okay. We have a comment from Marco Brown. It sounds like this. Oh.
It's a special fan.
Okay. Great job. Okay.
He's my hype man.
That's the hype man. All right.
Yes.
All right. So I just want to thank you, Marco, just for viewing, watching, and giving us hype tonight. Okay. So I think we covered most of everything. I wanted to, some people may view this and want to know how they get to this field. What advice would you give them? How they get started?
If you have a passion for serving people, because that's basically what we do. There are some good schools in the area. Go to school. They range from, I think, 9 months to a year or more. And that's just the beginning. You cannot just stop after school because they teach you one segment and one perspective. You get the basic strokes, but massage therapy is all over. There is not one athlete on the planet that is serious about their profession that does not have a body worker or massage therapist.
Yeah.
I have students that work with NASCAR. I have students that work on animals. So we're all over, and there is always a need. Touch is so powerful. So give yourself an alternative method of healing, and you may enjoy it.
Alternative. Now, with that being said, for those who have, medical issues, does regular like health insurance or something like that, does that cover that, or how does that work?
There are some health insurance providers that do give you massage as part of their suite they will pay for it.
Okay.
There are others that I can provide you with the receipt and you can get reimbursed. We do take, thank you for bringing that up, FSA and HSA, your savings accounts, your health, flexible spending and health savings. We take those as well.
Okay.
So you can put that in your budget for next year.
Okay.
And actually use that to get your massages.
Okay, so utilize the savings account, check your insurance.
Yeah.
Is that a part of for those who may be experiencing some, challenges? Do they do that to a consultation with you to see what options they have as far as payment, if they insurance cover it, or?
I would recommend you check with your insurance company because they'll be able to tell you if they include massage or not.
Okay.
But I know that if you have FSA and HSA accounts with your employer, you can use it towards that. Okay. Absolutely.
And that's really great. I'm glad that you elaborate.
Yeah.
Some people are trying different things to deal with their pain, back pain, joints, stuff like that. And first choice, people try to take medication, but medication could possibly lead to a bad addiction or some side effects. So I think the power of touch, I think, is very important. As we close, what would be the best way you would describe how you do business, approach business, and what separates you from the other spas or other people who do something similar to what you do?
The way I approach it is definitely out of love. I look at Genesis as my ministry, quite honestly.
Okay.
And I'm very intentional. I'm very friendly. And those are the type of people that I look to bring on the team, not someone that's just coming in and doing massage and go home. We get very much engaged with our clients. I have clients that have been with me 20 years. And our relationship has grown to the point where there's a level of trust because it is an exchange. Massage is very personal, right? So everyone is not for everybody. Every therapist is not for everybody. And that's okay because there are plenty of us here. And there are millions and billions of bodies. So I'm sure that if you took the time to explore massage therapy, you will find someone that offers the service in a method that you're comfortable with. And what separates me, I think, is my passion, my continuous learning, and I'm here to serve. I'm really committed to that. I have people that will call me late at night or text me and say, I'm having this pain. And I'll do my best to work them in the next day as possible because I don't like to hear that people are in pain. So I don't restrict how my therapists on the team work.
Right.
We all work differently, but the end result and the end goal is the same. And I think that is another thing that makes us unique because there are places that tell you how to do your massage.
Right.
And I don't do that. And we exchange and take care of one another too.
That's
so if we can't be healthy, and we can't share that with anybody else. So we take care of each other too.
Well, I like the fact that you said you see it as ministry. You're really about the community and serving and helping people
Yes.
deal with their challenges, with functionality and training. And I think that's awesome. And here on this platform, we're about positivity, celebrating the contributions that people are doing, particularly in our city of Detroit, showing a contrast narrative. We got a lot of great people here doing great things,
Yes.
and we're about giving people their flowers where they can sell them. And we appreciate you, your business, what you're doing,
Thank you.
and celebrate you the opening.
Thank you. Yes.
This summer, and wish you continued success.
Thank you.
What are some ways our community can be supportive in what you're doing and your future work?
Come to Genesis and
You're taking
experience.
new clients.
Yes,
new customers?
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. My clientele has grown basically from referrals.
From referrals. Okay.
Yes, and that is the best part of advertisement, and
Okay.
it's free.
And you can also become a sponsor of the podcast. We can do some commercials.
We can do some
We can
things
talk,
there.
we can talk
Absolutely,
about
absolutely. Yes, but
wow.
to support the business would
To
be
come.
great.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you're basically word of mouth. Are you do a grand opening? Are you planning something in the new year or?
Yes, I
Anyone
was
else?
so fortunate in 2022 to go through Tech Town's retail boot camp program.
Okay.
And
Shout out to Texas.
yes, shout out to Tech Town. It was a very good intensive program that prepares you to open a brick and mortar.
Yes.
And thankfully, out of that program, I was one of the 5 winners.
Okay.
So I won $5,000. And then the connections and the contact was absolutely phenomenal. And they still provide resources and help you along the way. So yeah, they put together with the Catalyst Media company, my open house.
Okay.
And it was a great event. Folks from the city came, like the district representatives came, and I got recognition from the governor, and it was great. It was great. So,
wow. Well, if any way we can be a support podcast, do another event, maybe we can collaborate. We definitely encourage all our listeners, those who are watching live, the replay. If you experiencing some issues with pain or discomfort, definitely want to encourage you to check out massage Genesis. Is it Genesis? I want to make sure.
Right. Genesis Therapeutic Massage and Body Work.
Yeah, Genesis Therapeutic Massage and Body Work. So make sure you want to check that out. Maybe you know someone, maybe your parent, cousin, family member, someone, an elderly person. Encourage them to find out. There may be opportunities with their health insurance that possibly can cover the cost. Or maybe you can provide a gift certificate as a gift. We got the holidays coming. I'm not sure if you have Black Friday sales or whatever, but hey, this is a gift. Black Friday.
Absolutely. Small Business Saturday.
Saturday.
Yes, all of that. If you're an athlete and want to improve your performance, I have cyclists, tennis players, gymnasts, softball players, runners.
Yes, athletes. Yes.
Yes, those are my people.
Want to recognize, I want to make sure, was it Eunice?
Eunice.
Eunice. Yeah. Okay. Congratulations, THERESA. Beautiful facility. So thank you for watching the podcast. We recognize you and celebrating our guests.
Thank you so much.
All right. So as we close, any closing remarks we wrap into?
I would just like to encourage everyone to take the time and opportunity to get to know your body and to explore alternative methods of healing. They are very purposeful and can be very beneficial as well. And you've got to take the time to love yourself. Stress is a killer. And if you don't stop, your body will.
Wow. What a way to conclude. If you don't stop, your body will. And health is something that I kind of think about every day. I'd rather have my health. Well, I definitely want both. But I definitely want to have health because I'm grateful for each day that we woke up. Wake up, you're healthy, you're winning. You're winning.
Absolutely.
All right. So thank you for those who are joining us live, those who are watching the replay on Facebook, LinkedIn channel, and YouTube. If you find any value in what you're doing, positive content, nothing against the other content makers. We're not about spilling the tea or embarrassing anyone. We're about putting positivity, sharing with you things that help you in your life. And we wanted to support one another. We want you guys to support our guests, those who are in the Detroit area, support our business. And we just want to uplift one another, encourage one another. And if you find value, please like, subscribe, and share. We're doing something different with the Detroit Metro Podcast. Connections Matter. It's about celebrating Detroit difference makers. So I want to thank you again for joining us at episode 130. Hopefully, we can do something in the future together somehow to just recognize your business. So thank you again.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was great.
Yes. All right. So that wraps up our podcast for today. We'll be back next week with another guest for episode 131. We got a few guests. We got some surprises in December. We're going to do a series with a couple been married for 24 years. They have experience in counseling people in marriage. We're going to talk about let's talk marriage, not just surviving, but thriving in marriage. So I'm bringing an expert. I'm not an expert in relationships. I bring experts on because I have my challenges of going through divorce and everything. So not to say that because you went through a divorce, that's a bad thing, but I definitely want to bring someone that has experts with success in thriving in marriage. So we're going to talk about those things, other topics coming up. A line of guests. So I'm excited what we're doing. We're here in my home studio, bringing in guests virtually or in my home studio. And if you're a business owner or expert in a particular industry and you want to reach out to us, just reach out at hello@Empower Ventures and to inquire about becoming a guest on the show. So thank you. See you guys next week. And remember, connections matter.
Hey everyone, this is Charlie the Plug, your host of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, powered by Empower You Ventures. Don't forget to subscribe so you too can be a part of the biggest empowerment network on YouTube and Facebook. We bring you weekly interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship, community involvement, also reaction to business news and community news. This does not happen without your support. Thank you.